Barcelona is lighting up the scoreboard and dominating the headlines. In a crucial clash, Barcelona edged out Celta Vigo to stretch their lead over Real Madrid to a massive 9 points, but the win came at a heavy cost. Both Lamine Yamal and João Cancelo were forced off with concerning muscle injuries that have fans and staff holding their breath as the World Cup countdown begins.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 mAh power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
The trophy cabinet in Catalonia just got a little more crowded. The Barcelona women's team has officially clinched their 7th consecutive league title in absolute dominant fashion. With a crushing 4-1 victory over Espanyol, the squad led by stars like Alexia Putellas and Aitana Bonmati has officially secured an insurmountable lead to keep their dynasty firmly in place. History is being rewritten in real time as the legendary Alexia Putellas hits a massive milestone. By securing her latest domestic crown, Putellas has now matched Lionel Messi's record of 10 league titles with FC Barcelona. While Messi's total is etched in stone, Putellas is still on the pitch and hungry for more, meaning she could soon stand alone at the top of the record books. Could a defensive powerhouse be heading to Camp Nou this summer? Reports are heating up that Barcelona is eyeing Tottenham defender Micky van de Ven to solve their high-line defensive struggles. With his blistering pace and tactical awareness, he might be exactly what Hansi Flick needs to lock down the back four. For all the latest updates on these major stories, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you never miss a beat. Ever get that feeling where a victory tastes a little bit like ash? That's exactly what Barcelona is dealing with right now. They just ground out a gritty 1-0 win against Celta Vigo, effectively stretching their lead over Real Madrid back to a 9-point cushion with only 6 rounds left to play. But honestly, the scoreline doesn't even tell half the story. You have to wonder if the price of these 3 points was just too high. Barcelona saw both Lamine Yamal and João Cancelo subbed off before the halftime whistle even blew, both clutching at apparent muscle injuries. For Yamal, it was a particularly cruel twist of fate. The 18-year-old phenom buried a penalty in the 40th minute to secure the lead, but immediately signaled to the bench that his night, and potentially his immediate future, was over. Seeing him walk down the tunnel alone was a gut punch for every culé out there. Hansi Flick is playing it cool for now, promising a full evaluation on Thursday, but with the World Cup looming in June, any muscle issue is a red flag you cannot ignore. Gavi didn't hold back in his post-match comments, admitting the locker room was visibly upset. When your star talent goes down, the tactical plan often goes out the window. And it wasn't just the injuries. The match faced a surreal 15-minute delay because a fan needed urgent medical attention in the stands. A sobering reminder that sometimes, the beautiful game hits a pause button for things that actually matter more. Meanwhile, the chaos continues elsewhere in the league. Atletico Madrid is spiraling, dropping a 3-2 result to Elche and marking their 4th consecutive match without a win. It looks like the hangover from their Copa del Rey heartbreak is very much real. As we approach the season finale, one thing is clear. Momentum is a fickle friend. If you want to stay up to date on whether Yamal makes a miraculous recovery or if Madrid can capitalize on this Barca injury crisis, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Do you think Barca can hold on to this lead without their star boy, or is the title race blowing wide open again? Let me know your take in the comments below. What does absolute dominance look like? If you look at Barcelona's women's team, you're not just looking at a winning streak, you're looking at a complete rewrite of the record books. On Wednesday, they hammered Espanyol 4-1 to secure their 7th consecutive Spanish league title, and frankly, it feels like they've been playing a different sport than everyone else all season long. With this win, Barca has built an insurmountable 16-point lead over Real Madrid, officially marking their 11th league title in history. But here is where the stats get genuinely scary. They've played 26 matches this year, won 25 of them, and only stumbled once back in November. Under coach Pierre Romo, the chemistry between superstars like Alexia Putellas, Aitana Bonmati, and the lethal Caroline Graham Hansen has turned this team into an unstoppable force of nature. Just look at the math. They've hammered home 116 goals while conceding only 7. That is a goal difference of plus 109, which makes Real Madrid's respectable plus 38 look like a rounding error. During the match against Espanyol, Carla Julià opened the floodgates within 2 minutes, and even though Espanyol managed a brief equalizer, it was only a temporary delay to the inevitable. By the final whistle, the title was sealed. It raises the question, is there any team in the world that can actually challenge this level of tactical precision? If you think this dynasty is hitting a ceiling, you haven't been paying attention. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to keep up with the world's most dominant squads, and leave a comment below. Who do you think could possibly stop Barcelona next season? Because right now, the gap between them and the rest of the world isn't just a margin, it's a chasm. What if I told you that the legendary benchmark set by Lionel Messi at Barcelona, a number many thought would stand untouched for decades, is officially under siege? And the person chasing him down isn't just a teammate or a rival. It is the heartbeat of Barcelona Femení, Alexia Putellas. That is right, Putellas has just secured her 10th domestic league title with the club, pulling her level with Messi's iconic total. It is a staggering achievement when you consider that Messi's tally spanned 15 years of dominance in La Liga. Putellas, meanwhile, has been the anchor during the rise of the women's team, turning Barcelona Femení into the absolute juggernaut they are today. From her early triumphs in the 2012-13 season to this current 2024-25 campaign, she has been a permanent fixture of excellence. But here is the kicker. Messi's tally is locked in stone, a permanent record of his time in Catalonia. Alexia, she is still very much in the arena, currently playing for a squad that shows zero signs of slowing down. Given the current trajectory of the women's league, it is not a question of if she will claim the top spot, but when. We are witnessing a historic shifting of the guard. If you want to keep up with more incredible records being shattered in real time, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It is worth remembering that legends don't just set records, they eventually inspire someone else to break them. Could a player currently fighting for survival in the Premier League be the missing piece of the puzzle at one of Europe's most storied clubs? That is the billion-dollar question being asked about Tottenham Hotspur's Micky van de Ven. Barcelona, under the guidance of Hansi Flick, are dominating, but they have a glaring Achilles heel, that high defensive line. It is a tactical gamble that looks brilliant when it works, but terrifyingly vulnerable when they get caught on the break. Enter Van de Ven. European football expert Lars Sivertsen recently pointed out the obvious, noting that while Barca has all the technical flair in the world, they lack a true recovery defender. Remember those moments under Ange Postecoglou where Spurs looked exposed, only for Van de Ven to sprint out of nowhere and erase the danger. That is exactly the kind of speed that could turn Barcelona's defense from a liability into a fortress. It feels a bit surreal to talk about Barca raiding a club fighting for safety, but in the modern market, elite pace is a rare commodity you simply cannot ignore. Of course, they aren't alone. The giants are circling. With Liverpool and Manchester United also sniffing around, it seems like the Dutchman is becoming the hottest property in defensive football. Rumors are already swirling that his head might have been turned, and if Spurs suffer a catastrophic relegation, we might see a total exodus. If you were a Barca executive, would you break the bank for his recovery speed, or is the risk too high? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure to hit that subscribe button to keep up with all the latest transfer drama. One thing is for sure, whoever lands Van de Ven is getting a player who can single-handedly save a season.